Hello everyone, I'm Gefepido, here with part 2 of Iron Fleet vs. Hive Warrior. So, the range upgrade on Gunship Mech should be pretty nice, not gonna lie. But, let's see here. Anyway. Now, last island went pretty smoothly, to be honest, but Farline was almost uniquely well suited to this squad, with 2 flyers and, well, Designator being mobile. I think I'm leaning towards doing Vertex here, because, well, the Digger is going to be troublesome enough, and I don't want another difficult Vec getting added here. I think Gunship Mech might be the only thing I have that could possibly deal with a Digger surrounded by rocks, so, Ooh, joy. This might be tricky. Can I mark the Hellsite crystals? I don't know how this is going to work. Excuse me. At least only one of them is next to a building this bloody time. Alright, what have I got here? Okay, snail has to go over here. Can I, let's see. Can I get the snail to, Can I maybe get the snail to shoot these two? I mean, I guess it hasn't got much else to shoot at, actually. Do I want to bait it there? That's not super helpful, but it's going to shoot something. Well. Well, hopefully I can... Actually, this is a problem, isn't it? Well... Okay. Good thing I've only got 2 problems, because the snail's going to be an issue. How much damage would he do if I went at this guy? 2. Okay. Alright, because if I did the 2, and then pushed down... Yeah, if I did 2 damage to them, while also tagging this guy with the Designator Mech, and then pushed down, then with airship by shooting something other than the snail, then the snail would take 1 damage from airship mech and 1 more from the bump, which should kill it. And then, because it's kind of caught in between, well... Here. Actually, wait, should I be trying to get the crystal? No, I don't want to push that crystal. And I can have a designator shoot this guy. Okay. This should do for now. Designator can do. Hopefully this works out how I think it's going to work out. An airship just needs to shoot something to push down. Doesn't really matter what. So that would do a bunch of Vec right now. Any reason not to do this? I don't see one. Now, still going to be more Vec than I'd like next turn, but one of them's already marked, so, you know, that's something. Oh, hey, right, the Cold Scion. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so 2 means he's not going to do -1 damage. Okay, so he's not doing any damage while tagging, but that's okay. He doesn't really need to. I Might want... I don't know, should I try... Should I see about tagging the crystal when I push? Wait, are there any problems in the usual sense? Okay, I would like to... I guess I could just have him tag the crystal and this guy. Well, no, not this guy, but... Could just have Bertrand tag the crystal and get out of... Or tag the crystal and get over here. And then just have Airship shoot the... Well, actually the slug will die when I push down on that. And then Airship can shoot this guy and push down, and then Designator could, for all I care, go over here and shoot the crystal. This is kind of a weird situation, but... No, wait, hang on, can I something? No, wait, I would want to go here if I'm doing all that. Think that works? Alright, and then I'd... Could just put Airship here. Shoot this crystal and push down, and then I could have Designator pop the crystal. Yeah, that's easy. Yeah, because, yeah. I thought about having Designator just go somewhere and shoot the crystal, but I don't want Designator on the far end of the map, even if its movement is pretty good. What does her ability do again? Oh, boosted when damaged. Yeah, well, HP upgrade might have been a good idea. But what can you do? Alright. That'll get something done, at least. And, after the Vec attack. Okay, good. Just want to make sure the crystal's not getting frozen. There we go. Wait. Did that crystal do more damage than I thought it was gonna? Huh. Well, I'm really glad I moved it then. Alright, there's one problem, but he's already marked. There's another problem, but he isn't. How shameful. Now, I could just mark this guy and push him down for the mosquito to deal with. That would make sense, honestly. And then pulling this guy down as well. How much damage do these guys do? Yeah. Yeah, pushing down would be better, because I want to get at least one of them killed. I suppose pushing right would instead spawn block, which isn't a bad idea. But I could have Bertrand spawn block, even, in this case. He's got 2 health, so he can do that once. Just need to make it good. So if I do this, tag that guy, then push the 2 marked ones down so the one dies. And then I can pop the Scion while I'm at it. Well, best to have Designator get the Scion because, you know. Designator's the one that needs the XP. Everyone just gotta have Technician. Not that everyone, you know, can afford to take damage with their 2 HP, but you know. Man, lots of roaches these days. Alright, that one's gotta go either left or down. Nobody cares about that one. Alright, so how much damage does Bertrand do if I chose to attack something today? 3? Oh, that's good damage. Alternatively, I could just go over here. Wait. No, wait, neither of them are already tagged, though. If I do this, then yeah. If I go from here, then this guy would just die. Barely matters in this case, but you know. Actually, that way I could get some more XP for Designator. If I do like this. I didn't miss any time pods, did I? Okay, good. Well, whatever. Never mind. Why am I even worrying about this thing? I can't do anything useful to it. Though, I am still wondering what happens if the first time pod on an island is a strange pod. Does the Hive Warrior, like, show up, or... whatever. Should ask Medalus if, when I have time, but, anything else I can... Ooh. Probably might be a good idea to get the damage on this, because then doing 2 or 3 damage would be helpful when something actually needs to be dead. Though I wouldn't mind some HP as well. May as well get the low-hanging fruit. Designator deserves an upgrade. Alright, so here we got the Blood Hell site. Not too bad, I guess. Reactor, well, even Designator could just pop it now if that need be. Suppose. And over there is a different 2-rep mission. But if I do these, I don't think I can possibly get this one. Which I don't mind. I don't need it either. Well, let's see what happens. Okay, so everyone regenerates until they don't. Great. Alright, so... Any way to bait these guys aside from just getting in the way? Which might not be optimal, since... I guess I can put Designator here if it matters, but... Alright, well... If nothing else, this means they aren't... They pretty much are stuck attacking my mechs this turn. Oh, boy! Looks like it's fucking on. He's coming. And everyone's gonna have... Oh, shit! That's... The acid on everyone is gonna be a problem for him, isn't it? I'll need to make sure, in particular, that I pay attention to, how the Hive Warrior's reflex stuff works, if it's working how it should or not. So, hypothetically, if I have Bertrand just go like this, then that would kill one and get the Blood Hell site dealt with now. Or, actually, might perhaps be better going from this angle. I think that's good. And then... On the third hand, do I really want to tag both of these? It would be easier to break the Blood Hell site if one of them wasn't. But I kinda do want to do as much damage as possible to the Vec this turn if I'm gonna have to deal with the enemy real soon. Also, I guess if airship pushes something, then it's gonna... well, whatever. My point is... Could just have Designator shoot the Blood Hell site immediately. Wait, how much damage... yeah, okay, 2, straight up. So she could just push this one, and... I'm assuming if they all push at once, I'm guessing the preview won't actually work that way. If they... I may as well see how it works, since I don't particularly want to spawn block. Oh, no, wait, I forgot. The one damage wasn't bump. That was from the, what do you call it? The airship mech doing damage. Anyway, suppose I should just pop this one. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright. Okay, so I'd like to have airship mech push this one over there. Now, where are we at on Bertrand? 3, so just straight normal. So I could have him do like this. And then just push right. And then have airship mech push right, targeting the snail. So the snail won't take direct damage from the airship. That should put the... Yeah, if airship targets the snail directly, the snail should not take direct damage. And the rogue should be protected by armor, so the two of them should, you know, properly spawn black. As is right and proper. And if the Hive Warrior shows up next turn, well, then the Hive Warrior can suck it. Well. Of course, the slug's still there, so there's... Okay, that's a 1, so Bertrand is going to have trouble. But, okay. Adjust attack direction when pushed. Oh, boy. Good thing he's aiming the wrong way. But, before anything, I want to see if the reflex fire is still hitting trying to shoot things that walk through the zone, because it should not do that. If it does, that might mean... Okay, did not happen. So whatever was causing that may just have been some weird true random squad problems. And that's fine. So how do I want to do this? I'd like to tag this guy, but... Indeed, why is it showing the attack on the... Does that imply that he's going to re-aim to this by being tagged? Because I thought it only did that when he's pushed. Let me see what it says. When pushed. That's what it says. So if he isn't pushed and redirects his attack anyway, I'm probably heavily hitting undo on that. Now, what can I do with these guys? They're not really positioned well to take damage from each other. I could have Designator just shoot the Hive Warrior from... Huh, can't hit from here. That's a problem. Could just shoot the Hive Warrior and then, well, Bertrand won't do damage anyway, so that's also a problem. How much damage do slugs do? 1, I guess. Okay, yeah, Sorry, just trying to think what the best way to handle this is. Yeah, okay. If Bertrand can't do damage... I could just tag the Hive Warrior for ease of everything now, and then have Designator shoot the slug so it's gone, and then just push right. Okay, yeah. Being tagged has made him redirect, which is not how it's supposed to be working. That being said, I'm not overly concerned. I'm not fond of this situation, but with both of them tagged, I can probably... Okay. Well, they're both tagged, so I guess I can't push the one up into the other, but... Actually, wait. If I push them both down now, then this guy bumps into this guy, and they both eat it. So I could shoot this guy, then... I could have Bertrand just, fly off over here. Then have Designator shoot this guy, and then push all down. I think that works, right? And then Hive Warrior gets into the Roach's area attack zone and cries emo tears of angst. Because, yeah, Designator can't get into the zone to shoot him. She'd just be killed instantly. Not unless I pull off something... Yeah, not from here. Well... I guess if I want to get as much XP to Designator as possible, I could have Airship push down here and then Designator finishes this one off. Is that the one that lets you go forward or backward a turn? Okay, Bertrand is just not having the best day today. Okay, so she can just push something that isn't an enemy to get the effects. So, if she just pushes like this, then that guy takes the damage. And there we have it. Temporal regulator, I remember getting some use out of it, but that was... I mostly found it useful in order to lose less. Anyway, I'm inclined to give the health to Bertrand, and not just because I want him to survive because he's Bertrand. Because he, with the gunship in particular, is likely to end up in dangerous situations. Doubly... Oh, there we go. There's that digger I was looking for. Alright, well, hopefully I can figure out where to put Bertrand digger-wise. And then hopefully I can... Actually, I almost hope the digger goes here, because then Bertrand can probably go 1, 2, 3, and then we just push the digger into the water. But we'll see how this goes. Let's not go making plans before I can even see... Well. There we go. Okay, there's no great place to be putting that guy. Is that a 1? Great, nice. Okay, is there any way to win against this? Maybe do I want the rock? But no, if I want to stop this, I have to stop all. Okay, so I think Bertrand has to tag the digger. I suppose Designator could get up there and shoot. Let me see here. Yeah, that's only 2. Okay, there are 3, and I need to... I'm not at all sure... I don't know if I have a perfect solution here, simply because the digger has to be dealt with. Pushing left won't help, pushing down won't help. The digger has to die. Oh, up, I guess. Up is the winning move, I guess, kinda. Good thing Bertrand could survive taking a hit, but I'm not sure that this will actually break rocks, and if it doesn't, what do I do? The answer is I eat shit, pretty much. Actually, I guess if I had Designator shoot this guy, and then Airship push something else up, then 2 damage, plus 1 from Airship, plus 1 from the bump would do it. That actually works, doesn't it? I hope. So what I could do is have, so yeah, Bertrand, starts here, straves down onto this spawn. Designator shoots this one for 2. Then Airship, goes like here and pushes up. Does that work? I hope it works. But I was very lucky there was an open angle for Designator to act from. Phew! That was an immensely close call. And that reactor has got to go. Hopefully Designator can pop it this turn or something. Can Designator reach it, actually? Troublesome. Okay, 3 means, well, whatever. So I could just have Bertrand do like this, I guess. Cannot push up this turn. Sorry to say. Designate... Okay, but these guys have to go before anything happens. Yeah, okay, I might not be able to do anything with this one. Because... yeah, let me think here. Okay, wait, that one counts as a unit, so I could just do that. And wait, hold on. If I know I'm killing the reactor this turn, then I can start from over here and just be like this. I'm not sure Designator can reach anything that matters, but I guess it can at least kill the reactor, and then Airship can... Okay, so hang on. So we start here. Bertrand could then go Like this. Or like this. That's fine. Then Designator shoots the reactor, I guess, and Airship pushes the Roach up. The reactor doesn't explode when it's killed, right? Just when it, Anyway. Alright, so that's tricky. And that's a 1. Great. How do I do this? Can I? No. Not enough. Okay, so if I do that, then what result? I could then push left, which won't solve anything, and then shoot the top one with, well, yeah, I could then push left, I guess, then shoot the right. Well, no, I only get 1 push, so I have to make that push count. Only one of them's marked now. I could have Bertrand tag them, then have a Designator shoot this rock. And then push down. I guess. Awkward as this all is. I don't like this. Is there a better way to handle it? I guess there isn't. Or if there is, I don't see it. At least with all of them marked, I can probably do something next turn. Push anywhere but left. Push anywhere but up. Again, not left. Again, not left. So down would solve all of them, I guess. Right would not solve this one. So if I push down, I think that clears all of them. So, in the meantime, who dies? Wait, what's Bertrand? Oh! Yeah, okay. Well. So Bertrand can just cook any of them he wants from there. Can Designator, how much does he? No, she, whatever. Can I? Okay, yeah, do like that. And then But like I said, this Vec roster isn't that bad, aside from diggers. I may have mentioned that I'm not especially fond of diggers, but I suppose I'm not supposed to be. Here we go. Oh, is this showing my starting roll, or will it re-roll before the turn? Because I would love it if the digger went here and Bertrand just charged through and killed it brutally. As diggers ought to be. Please be remain 6, please remain 6, please remain 6. Okay, indeed that was accurate, and I don't care near enough about... Yeah, might as well just get things done like that. Because frankly, having a digger running around is bad for my blood pressure. I'm getting too old for such things. That was really quite convenient, though, I won't lie. Really? Again? I'm starting to feel almost bad about this. Maybe I can compromise on having Bertrand kill the mosquito and then spawn block with that guy. How much damage can she do like that? Yeah, there's not really a good place for them. I'm going to double check. I assume buildings are not immune to the gunship. Yeah, they're not. Okay. Honestly, I almost wish I could have saved the good rolls for the boss. Okay, so 2 is a bit of a shit roll. These guys aren't going to take damage. Though pushing right would do well enough, I guess. Yeah, okay, this one needs to be pushed. Well, left or right, but I'd prefer right in this case. Could just shoot this one. Then have Bertrand tag them both, and then, you know, airship just push right, but... Yeah, objectively, I probably should... I don't know. I could just shoot the mosquito and while spawn blocking, which is probably the smart move. Yeah, if I have to get him pushed further right, then... Just felt like I would have liked to get more XP on Designator, but let's not be foolish here. I need what I need. No wait. Gotta do this from somewhere. Still more Vec than I'd like next turn, but they don't have much of places to go. Oh right, boost. Yeah, good thing she can fly. Oh, right, yeah, that. So Bertrand can easily kill the mosquito now, and these two are already blocked. How much damage is she gonna do to this clown? Ooh, nice. So if Bertrand starts here, then two guys die, and the other one's easy meat. Yay? Anyway, boss time. Oh, right, the floater. Yeah, great. Come on, lucky sixes. Really want that 6. Okay, can I bait... Is there such a thing as baiting the floater? I don't even know. Look, I just want it dead, okay? Normally, because, like, especially with the creep colonies, in the past I've been able to bait the colony attacks to some degree, but, problem with that is, of course, I can't afford to take hits with this team, so... Well, Bertrand, I guess, but... Okay, 5. 5's probably good. Like, 5's actually quite good for this purpose. I mean... Like, yeah, I could honestly just... have designate... I could just have the airship push the roach away, and then Designator just pops the floater. That's more than good enough for my purposes here. Yeah, I'm probably better off ending my move closer to the action. Screw your floater leader. Don't fuck with my grid. So that was really convenient, and let us thank the RNG. Oh, shit. Digger. Oh, right. It can hardly reach anything this turn. Besides that, and I think it'll be okay this time. 4? Okay, so 4 is what? +1 damage? +1 damage, meaning... Oh, it's not even an alpha digger, so yeah, that's good for me. Can I... Oh, I can even do it from over... Except then the other guy doesn't. Of course, then I'm spawn blocking, which is just as good. Hell, I could move the roach over to that guy. Or, you know, not bother. But yeah, ending on the spawn block is probably... Well... Yeah, I don't want to end all the way down, is the thing. Should probably just push this guy left and then shoot this one with Designator after the fact. Alright, so how much damage does this clown take if I do that? Too much. Well. Excuse me. So Bertrand's gonna do neutral damage, meaning 1 to this thing. My thought is to just have Designator shoot the mosquito. Then have Bertrand tag this one, mark this one, and then Airship can push this one right and get the Scion onto the spawn. Doing good. No, wait, that was ass backwards. Shit. I meant, no, I should have had Bertrand tag this one and then Airship push the Scion. Oh well. Sky's not gonna fall over it. I'm pretty sure I can take 3 Vec when none of them is a digger or anything like that. Yeah, all melees with this squad, and they can hardly reach anything. Oh god, this isn't even fair. What, if anything, can I do better? Just trying to think if I can set up any kills for Designator aside from just shoot this one. Haha. Since Bertrand is just gonna kill anything he hits. I suppose if Airship pushed one left into her... Nah, I mean, it doesn't really work out. It's not worth fucking around. Oh, wow, scary bastard. So I don't think I need... The Necromancer dude is actually all that well suited to this squad. I mean, I guess Technician and Masochist aren't super useful here. Actually, they kinda count anti-synergize, but Opener isn't gonna do me that much good here either. And I probably won't use Temporal Regulator. I've got enough stuff to spend cores on, I don't want to use that. So what have I got here? Okay, Flame Shielding, actually... You know, I'm really, really tempted to buy Flame Shielding since... Even if I start buying health upgrades, well... There's... Even with everyone having Technician, you know, health isn't that high, and, you know, 2 rep is cheaper than the cores to get the health upgrades, so may as well just go for it. Why not? I like not having to worry about that stuff. Now, what do I want 3 cores on? Okay, this is actually a pretty strong effect, now that I think of it. Or I could just do, like, +1 range... Well... Or +1 damage on Bertrand, which... On the other hand, if I roll a... roll a 1, it does nothing, and if I roll a 6, it does nothing. So I might be best served with just +1 mark damage or something. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, doesn't +1 damage done by allies to marked enemies, like, isn't that objectively better than just all strike tiles are dealt additional damage? Because this is only damaging enemies that are already marked anyway. You know what? Let's see how this works out. Anyway, thank you for watching, and join me next time for part 3.